According to a recent segment on ESPN's SportsCenter, the Los Angeles Lakers have emerged as strong candidates to acquire both Matisse Thybulle and Robert Williams III. The panel discussed how LA is currently viewed as a front-runner to land Williams, and that both players, if healthy, could significantly elevate the team's ceiling. Health, of course, remains the big question mark. Robert Williams has struggled to stay on the court consistently, and Thybulle has also had his share of issues with availability. But the ESPN crew emphasized that if these two can manage around 60 to 65 solid regular season games and enter the playoffs healthy, the Lakers could become an absolute force. Thybulle would bring versatile perimeter defense, capable of guarding 1 through 3. And then you have Williams, a strong, physical interior presence who could transform the team's rim protection. It'd be a clear upgrade over Jackson Hayes in the rotation, with Hayes sliding into that third big role. And as the analysts pointed out, it's not like anyone's expecting them to play all 82 games. That's just not the standard in today's NBA. The real goal is health come April. If the front office believes both guys can contribute when it matters most, that alone might justify making the deal. When you step back and look at what the Lakers already have, Marcus Smart, Jake LaRavia, DeAndre Ayton, and potentially adding Williams and Thybulle into the mix, now you're talking about serious depth. Two-way players, a defensive identity, shooting, and a motivated Luka Doncic. This is a team that could be the most complete roster in the league. Still, SportsCenter raised an important counterpoint. It's tough to invest in players with durability concern. Williams might give you 40 games or might not even reach double digits, and the same concerns apply to Thybulle. But where there's this much smoke, ESPN insiders hinted there may be real movement coming. Portland appears willing to move both players, especially given how crowded their depth chart already is. They've got other bigs ready to go, including Yannick Nzosa and Donovan Clingan, who are expected to take most of the minutes at the 5. That's part of why they were comfortable moving off DeAndre Ayton in the first place. Behind them, Diop Reese can provide spot minutes if needed, and they have the flexibility to go small. So Robert Williams, while talented, doesn't seem essential to Portland's plan. Continuing on SportsCenter, the panel shifted focus to the biggest question surrounding any potential deal for Robert Williams: risk. While there's no doubt he's the most impactful player of the bunch talent-wise, his health history can't be ignored. The phrase echoed across the segment was simple: availability is the best ability. And that's exactly why Dalton Connect's name carries so much weight here. He's healthy, he plays, and that alone might be more valuable to the Lakers right now than untapped upside. One thing the panel agreed on: the Lakers absolutely cannot afford to give up someone like Rui Hachimura in a deal for just Robert Williams. That's not the kind of trade this front office should even entertain. If anything, the discussion centered around whether Matisse Thybulle could be added to the mix. That would make the package more palatable. The group floated a more realistic framework: Gabe Vincent, Maxi Kleber, and Dalton Neck heading out. Maybe you toss in a second-round pick or a pick swap. That's a gamble, yes, but one the Lakers could live with, especially if it means keeping core pieces like Austin Reeves, Rui, and their 2029 first-rounder untouched. Crunch the numbers, and a deal like that would send around $26 to $27 million in salary to Portland, with about $25 million coming back to LA. That still leaves the Lakers roughly $1.6 to $1.7 million under the hard cap. Enough flexibility to sign a veteran free agent to fill out the roster. A name like DeAnthony Melton was even floated as a potential late addition. Suddenly, the roster is deeper, healthier, and still financially manageable. The ESPN panel didn't stop there. From Portland's perspective, the deal has logic too. If the Blazers don't see Thybulle or Williams as part of their long-term future, why risk losing both for nothing in free agency next year? Better to extract some value now. And for the Lakers, adding two high-level defenders, even if one comes with some injury risk, could be a game-changer, especially if they find a third team to reroute Vincent. That kind of flexibility makes the whole structure more viable. Plus, A veteran like Gabe Vincent could help Portland stabilize the locker room. He's got a winning mindset, playoff experience, and could serve as a mentor to a young core. The Celtics leaned into this kind of leadership by adding Drew Holiday and even Damian Lillard before that, who acted almost like an extra coach. Vincent could offer similar intangible value in Portland. Meanwhile, Kleber brings size, floor spacing, and rim protection. A nice fourth big who won't hurt your spacing. And then there's Knecht. The rookie becomes the key asset for Portland's future in this deal. A young player with a real scoring instinct who fits the timeline of their rebuild. Add in a second-rounder, and suddenly the trade has balance. That was the final takeaway from the SportsCenter crew. This deal makes sense, but only if the Lakers avoid overpaying for the risk. And right now, it looks like the front office is being patient, but ready. Now, imagine the Lakers pulling off a move that brings in both Robert Williams and Matisse Thybulle, two players who, if healthy and utilized properly, could significantly elevate the ceiling of this roster. The idea isn't to make them cornerstones, but rather key contributors who fortify a group that's already competitive. When you look at the Lakers' current setup, they've got a solid foundation. And with another year of chemistry, a full training camp, and an improved coaching staff under J.J. Redick, this team could be primed to take another step. You're not relying on Robert Williams to be your 30-minute-a-night anchor at the 5. With guys like Jackson Hayes already in the fold, the Lakers have the luxury of easing Williams back in, letting him contribute when he's healthy, without the pressure of being the lone solution. And when he is on the floor, he brings that physicality, rim protection, and disruptive energy that makes opposing teams uncomfortable. The kind of edge that wins games in April and May. As for Thybulle, what he brings on the defensive end can't be overstated. He's an elite on-ball defender, someone who can guard 2s and 3s, who can switch, recover, and make life miserable for elite perimeter scorers. He might not give you much offensively, but he fills a lane the Lakers desperately need, a true lockdown perimeter presence. With a 7-foot wingspan despite standing around 6'5", he defends like someone much bigger. Add that to a team already loaded with scoring talent, and you're building something balanced. Now, this isn't a swing-for-the-fences move. It's a strategic one. You're not mortgaging the future. You're not giving up Rui, Reeves, or that precious first-round pick unless something far bigger materializes later. Instead, you're acquiring 2 high-level role players who fit your current structure. And you're still maintaining future flexibility. Come trade deadline, if a bigger name becomes available, say Andrew Wiggins, the Lakers would still have close to $60 million in expiring salaries to construct a deal. That's a rare position of power for a team trying to win now. And if Wiggins or another big-time player does become available, now you have real options. Maybe it's Thybulle's salary you use in that package. Or maybe he's played so well that you opt to keep him and move someone else. Rui, Jackson Hayes, or even one of the younger pieces. The flexibility is there. The point is, this kind of trade for Williams and Thybulle doesn't lock the Lakers into a single path. It opens doors, it fills gaps, and it keeps the front office agile. And don't forget, Jackson Hayes waived his no-trade clause. That's a card they can still play, if needed, to sweeten a future deal. But for now, adding Williams and Thybulle could make the Lakers better immediately, while still keeping all their long-term options alive. So what do you think? Should the Lakers go all in on this kind of move now, or wait to see how things shake out before the trade deadline? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you're enjoying these deep dive breakdowns, hit that like button. It helps more than you know. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Appreciate you being here. Until next time.